sure. Everybody and welcome here in Glacier Lagoon. My name is Valerio, a typical Icelandic name, and today we talk about the Glacier Lagoon and about the iceberg. If you see of an iceberg, it's only the peak of the iceberg. It's about the 10% of the iceberg. It's like if we can see only this part of the iceberg, because the rest is below the sea level. And if you think that in some point the lagoon is deep about 250 meters and that the bigger icebergs can reach to the bottom, you can understand how much big they are. Now, someone of you, please, can tell me what's the color of this block of ice? And don't say yellow or blue, please. So, what's the color? Clear. Yeah, transparent. It's no color, because you know that water and also ice has a smell, taste and color, no? So this block of ice is very clear because it was floating into the water for a long period. So the water washed completely this block of ice. But if we look at some other iceberg, for example this one, we can say that it's a little bit dirty, no? Now, our guys, they every morning clean every iceberg. But you know that we are in a glacier lagoon and it's not so easy, so sometimes they forget one of them, but the reason of this dark color is the presence of dust, stones, sand that is black because it's volcanic sand, and sometimes ash from the volcano eruptions, but not from the last one, because Iceland preferred to send all the ash to the Europe, because if we have too much ash here, it's not so good for the tourists, no?
Yeah.
Another color that we can see here is the blue color. The blue color is only an optical effect, because we say that ice hasn't color, no? And the reason is the position of the crystals inside the iceberg, and also because the ice is very compact and very clear, so when the sunlight arrives on the surface of the iceberg, all the colors of the rainbow, all the wavelength of the light are reflected by the iceberg, but not the blue color. The blue color is absorbed by the iceberg. For this reason we can see the blue color. But it's only an optical effect. It's like if we are walking through the mountains and we find a wonderful blue lake. But if we try to take a glass of water from the lake, the water in the glass is transparent, it's clear. No, it's not blue like the lake. It's the same optical effect. Scientific research discovered a frozen fjord to the north part of the lagoon. And there they found the deepest point of Iceland, about 300 meters below the sea level. It's very, very deep. This block of ice is very old, it's about 1,000 years old, but this lagoon is very young. If we came here in the 1930s, we didn't find a glacier lagoon. We found only a big glacier onto the bridge. And if you think that the distance from the bridge to to the glacier is about 6 kilometers, and that the lagoon is about 23 square kilometers. You can understand how much quickly this glacier is retreating. About 100 meters every year. 100 meters. But here the main reason is not the global warming. Here the main reason is the salted water that comes from the sea. In fact, we can find also 50% of salted water here in this lagoon. And you know that salt can melt the ice, so we can understand that this is the main reason for this very fast retreating of this glacier. Here we can find some kind of fish like trout, salmon, piranha, krill. Do you know krill? It's not fish. They are like small shrimps. It's the main food of the whales, no? We can find some mammals like the seals, no? Some species of bird like the Arctic tern. The Arctic tern is a small bird, white, with a head black. They come from South Africa. It's a very, very long trip, but for sure cheaper than yours. And another bird that we can find here is the great squaw. Do you know this bird? The great squaw is a big brown bird, very, very aggressive for the action of the glacier. In fact, especially the bigger iceberg like this one, for example, can stay in the lagoon for 5, 6 or 7 years before to be melted enough and start to float to the sea. And here, but I can offer you a small piece of ice. This ice is like the red wine, so old is better, and if you think that is about 1,000 years old, is very good.